have a Mesa stereo Simul-Class 290 power amp, and it's wanting to let magic smoke out at two places that I know of. Here, where this output transformer center tap wire goes to the output transformers, and it's got some gunk on the board. And here, where there's arcing from this trace to this trace, let me see if I can get this to focus better. You can see the arcing right there. Let's see if I can. That's not a very wide gap. And this entire board has got this yucky coating on it, and that's, I think, what's helping it to conduct. There's a resistor here with a little chunk burned out of it on the one side. I'm about to scare up the schematic and see what's going on. I don't know if you can see that. It's really close. But there's a little chunk missing out of that resistor. And there is a nice little burned arc from trace to trace there. And yucky stuff is happening here. So my first step, while I'm waiting to find the schematic, is to clean this area as much as possible. Mesa boards have two distinct smells. Some of them smell like cat piss. This is in the rotting fish sauce category. So maybe it's better than the cat piss, I don't know, but I get tired of the smell of fermented fish whenever a Mesa board gets hot. There's also stuff here. I don't know whether these two caps are leaking or whether there was a spill that just congregated there, or if they used some kind of adhesive there. It's possible that these two caps are, one or both are bad and are leaking like hell underneath. I'm waiting to find the schematic to see what they do. I imagine they're either in a relay supply or possibly preamp heater supply. I will know more soon, but that's not a good sign. But that's not where the smoke is happening. The smoke is happening here and here, and you can see this gunk all over it. So let's see what happens if I clean that area. Okay, this Mesa power amp is going to be a very happy ending for the owner. I removed that burned resistor and found the schematic, and these two resistors are the plate resistors for channel B, and they were non-original, and they did not match the values that were in channel A. So I put in the channel A values correctly. I removed the resistors, removed the old solder, cleaned the area, put in new proper resistors, resoldered them. Got a little flux to clean off there. I cleaned this area of the board very thoroughly with alcohol, and I cut between this trace and this trace to remove the burned board material, and I got that very clean with all the burned material off, and I coated it with some clear acrylic, which is setting up. I'm going to give it a second coat. It's insulating, just to keep that burn from recurring easily. And I cleaned up all the gunk that was on the center tap connections to the output transformers. And that is no longer arcing, and that is no longer arcing, and that is not burnt, and the output is working. And I think all that stuff here that I thought might be leakage from these two caps was just the funk on the board. Now you can see the rest of the board has that same yucky film. It smells really good when it gets hot. So once I confirm that both channels are working, this thing is going to get a very thorough bath to get as much of that gunk off as possible, because obviously it becomes conductive and bad things happen. But given the cost of replacing transformers, given the cost of having to pull this entire board for any deep level repairs, this is a very, very happy ending for the owner.